Look, guys, we are at Chula Vista, and this is three waterfalls. It's right out in front of Raina's room before you go inside into the sliding doors. And I'm gonna go shoot a little video of Big Waterfall, which is just over to my left. Hang on. Okay, guys, this is Big Waterfall. It's just over to the left of the entrance. And then if you keep going to the left, you will see the outdoor water park, which we're going to walk over, and we'll show you that here in a second. Okay, guys, here's the outdoor water park at Chula Vista. You guys used to play on this little bucket. This bucket would dump every so often. And there used to be a big pool over on the left, which is not there anymore, but this hot tub is still there. And there's a couple of big water slides over there. I'll try and zoom in on it for you. A couple of big outdoor water slides that you can go on, which is pretty cool. Alright, guys, we're going through the entrance of Chula Vista. Open sesame. Thank you. When you walked in, if you remember, if you went to your left over here, we'll walk down here. We'd go here, and then we'd go down this way. There's a little gift shop straight ahead. And then if you remember, there was a ramp that would come when we turned to the right. There was a ramp. The hallway was a ramp, and we used to run you guys down this ramp pretty fast in your double stroller, which is pretty cool. And there used to be a couch right up at the end here. There's still kind of a couple chairs sitting there. And then we take a corner, go to the right a little bit. If you go straight ahead there and turn to the right, that takes you into Raina's room. And then if you go out that door right there, that takes you out to the outdoor hot tub outside. And if you go down the left, this takes you to the water park. Yep, so we're walking down. And if you remember, there used to be big totem pole was on the right. I don't know if he's still going to be there. There's not a lot of this stuff left anymore, but we'll see. So we're getting close to the water park. There's some soda machines and a few games up ahead. And then if I remember, there was like that ice cream, what do you guys call that stuff? Dippin' Dots. Yep. A big totem pole. He was right on our right here. Walk just by, and we turn around the corner, and we see he's still here. It's Big Totem Pole. Hi, Mr. Totem Pole. Your eyes are so blue, and your mouth is so red. Yep. So, as we go back to here, we start going into the entrance, which if you remember, there was a few games out here. I don't know how often you guys played these games here, but they were here. And then there's a soda machine right there. And then there's your Dippin' Dots machine. It's still here. And then straight ahead is a couple of other games. And then if you went down there and went right, that's where the elevators were to take us up to our rooms, our condos. And if you turn and go to the left, we got on the hallway towards the water park, which is where a lot of our friends used to be. We'd take you down this hall. This goes downhill, so we'd take you on your strollers really fast. And there used to be somebody here. Was it White Deer? Can't remember. He's not there anymore. White Deer used to be there. I think. And then, yeah, there was this waterfall. It was you threw pennies in here for good luck. And I remember, I think over here, there used to be like a dance party machine or something where you guys would dance on a machine. But yes, the waterfall is still here. We throw a few coins in there. And we're going to keep going straight. And hey, some of it's still here. Pretty cool, huh? I don't even know how much of this stuff you guys even remember anymore, but we sure had a lot of good times here. So I'm going to keep walking. And I think on the right used to be 2 caribou. I think that's right. I don't know if they're still there. There's not a whole lot here anymore for animals. They took most of them down. And the totem poles. But we'll see. Oh, look. Hey. Well, there's one caribou. Hi, Mr. Caribou. Ah. It's your best friend, Grandpa. Nope. Raina and Evan aren't here. Nope. They're back in Kenosha. Yep. Okay. So now we keep walking up. And Big Frank used to be right up here. He's not here anymore that I know of. We're going to go check because he used to be right around the corner. Now his face used to be kind of messed up here, so I think he might not be here anymore. Oh! He's still there. It's Big Frank. Hey, Big Frank. How are you doing? What's that? No, not this trip. Nope, Raina and Evan are back in Kenosha. Yep. Okay, we're going to see him next week, Big Frank. Yep, we'll let him know. Yep, we're going to come here this summer if we get time. Yep, I know, they got a lot going on, but we'll see if we can get him here to Chula, Vista, okay? Thanks, Big Frank. Bye, Big Frank. Okay. So, I think if we go upstairs, that takes us to the water park, and there was a game room right there. Used to be right up at the top here. We'll see if what's all still here. Well, the water park's all still here, so we'll see. Oh, there's more steps. We used to take the elevators, but yes, so we go up the steps. I can hear a bunch of games. Hey, there's that sign for the plane outside. Remember the plane that used to be in the cafe? Yep, that was Mr. Airplane. Oh yeah, sure enough, look at this. Yep. It's an arcade. If you go out these doors, that takes you right back outside. There used to be, well, there still is out there. There's a little swimming pool that had a little mini slide on it. When you guys were really small, you'd slide down that. I'm going to take you into the arcade here. Okay. Pretty cool. Looks a lot the same. Yep. There was the ball game where you'd roll the balls up and try to get them in the little circles. Yep. Yep, the arcade looks pretty much the same yet, guys. We have a Wizard of Oz game. Some cute little Puppy Patrol puppies down there. Big Space Invaders game. Iceman game, Power Roll, Walking Dead, baseball. I think, Evan, you used to play this baseball game. You were pretty good at it. Not sure. Jurassic Park. Woo! Air hockey. You guys used to play that. And there's an NBA hoops game, which nobody's playing right now. Yep. It's a Paw Patrol game. Fisherman Frenzy. Okay, we're gonna walk back out of here. Going back out of the arcade, we'll see if we can take a peek into the water park, okay? Okay, here we go. Now we're going through the doors, and it'll take us into the water park. Yep. Oh, cool. Yep, if you guys remember, there's those buckets there. Used to come tip water every so often. Yep.
Look it! We can drive around if we leave.
All right, we're going into the water park. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same. It's pretty busy here. It's the Crash Landing Snack Bar. Here, if you look here, you can see the water slides. There's the lazy river, guys. Cool. That's pretty cool. Go, and then it goes under here and around. You remember that, and there's that big thing in the center. We can walk up here. Remember, there's this big thing in the center that you guys would climb. That goes all the way up. You guys used to have to climb way up there to get on the water slides, and those go outside for a while and then come back inside. Pretty cool, huh? And then if you come over here, there's hot tubs here. Oh, I'm getting wet. Okay, yeah, there's a nice big hot tub. You guys remember that? So, pretty cool. We're going to walk you into the Crash Landing cafeteria so you can see that. Oops, excuse me. Okay. We're going into the Crash Landing cafeteria. Hang on. Gotta wait for a few people to come through. And if you look up here, it's Mr. Airplane. You remember that? It's Mr. Airplane up there. They got the cafeteria here where you guys would come in and sit down and we'd order food for you. Yeah, Mr. Airplane, he's stuck up in the ceiling up here. And then when you get to here, this takes you outside to the outdoor water park. Yep. You can kind of see there's the blue water slide over there. There's the red and the yellow ones in front of us. I'm guessing they're going to be closing here pretty soon. So, fun. Now we're walking outside of the entrance here. We used to stay up in those condos somewhere up there. And we'll go down the steps. There's a ramp that goes around the sides, and then the steps that goes right down the front. And then we're gonna walk you over. I'm gonna pause while I walk over to the hot tub, and then we'll go in and see Raina's room. Okay, we're walking outside. We're going down towards the river. And when we get down to the railing here, if you turn to the right, there's the outdoor hot tub. And then they've got really nice walking trails here. But if we go to the left, I'm gonna walk you down here. And I'm guessing it's closed already today. It's Saturday, May 24th, 2024. It's a beautiful view down here. You can see the river but we'll walk you down here and we will show you the wave pool. I don't know if it's open yet, but sounds like there's a few people down here. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. There it is. Yippee. Oh. It's a lot smaller than I remember it. Oh. I'll zoom in. See? There's a wave pool. When you guys were really little, probably Raina more you than Evan, but we used to bring you here and take you into the wave pool, and then you guys would sit on a tube, and me or grandma or your dad or your mom would hold on to you so you didn't tip over, and then the waves would take you and go. And then there was a little there's a snack shop down there. You could sit and get food. We'd get nachos and pretzels and things when you got hungry, or smoothies or snow cones, whatever they had. But pretty cool. If you remember, there was that elevator you could take down. You had to push the button, and so that's where that was. So fun. So that's all still here. I'm gonna pause and then we're gonna go over to the hot tub. Here's a beautiful view of the river from this spot up here on the walkway. And now we're gonna go, if you go back to the right there, you go up the hill, and that's where the parking lot is. I'm gonna pause though and show you this little swimming pool that you guys used to swim in. It had a little bit of slide and a little lazy river in it. Hang on. Here it is, guys. They don't have this open, but this was a little, you can see it's a lazy river that goes around. And then you guys used to climb up those 4 steps and slide down the slide. And then you'd go run around, you'd swim and get out and go run around and climb back up the white steps and slide back down again. A lot of good times there. And then they had little inner tubes that you could take and go around the lazy river too. Or you guys had your little pads that you wore that kept you afloat that would go around. All right, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna go to the hot tub. I just wanted to show you a quick glimpse of the condos that we've stayed in the past. I used to stay right up in some of these right here on those 2 or 3 bedrooms. They had an electric fireplace in them. And then we'd all hang out in there, and you guys would catch a nap when you got tired. Okay, I'm gonna pause. We're gonna go to the hot tub. Okay, we're headed down now. The trail goes along the river. You can see the river there a little bit. And then we're gonna turn to the right. You can see they got a really big outdoor hot tub here. It's pretty cool. We just walk along. Yep, we go to here. Yep, you guys can see it's nice and big. Here's the door right here. And then, yeah, there's a bunch of chairs around. There was a fireplace over there that hasn't been working, but yeah, nice big hot tub there. You can sit out and enjoy the evening. And I'm gonna pause for a minute here. Okay, now we're walking past the hot tub, and this entrance here meets back up with those hallways that we had earlier. Now we gotta watch here because there's a couple steps. So there's 2 steps. 1, 2. And then if you go in these doors and you go to the right, over there, that's the hallway. If you go in those doors and you go to the right, that takes you back down to that hallway that had big totem pole in there. And if we come in these doors, which were straight ahead, this takes us to Raina's room. So if you remember, and I don't think they're here anymore, somebody used to be right around the corner here. Used to be 2 totem poles, was right here. But they're not here anymore. They are gone. But if you remember, up ahead you can see Raina's room. And if you remember, the bathrooms were right down on your right hand side there. Yep, so sometimes we'd stop there and go potty. But Raina's room is still intact. Raina, the reason we called it Raina's room is when you were really little, you used to come in here and you used to stare up at the ceiling at those beautiful chandeliers. Yep. So that's why we called it Raina's room. It's empty in here right now. But fireplaces are still here. Everything's still here. And if you remember, when you leave Raina's room, you come out into the main lobby. Yep. And if you go down there, there was hallways and conference rooms down there. And then if you turn and go to the right, we had a big fireplace in the lobby here that used to have Mr. Buffalo's right up above it. But as you can see, he is not there anymore. No more Mr. Buffalo's. And then as you get to the lobby, those are the doors that I walked in when we started. There used to be, I think, white deer or antelope. Mr. Antelope was up there, up high, but he's not there anymore either. So, and now what they've got a new snack bar here. That didn't used to be here. It was something similar, but it was different. They updated that. And the restaurant's all still there, just like we remember it. And I'm gonna walk in. We used to take you guys here and get pancakes in the morning. And if you come in here, there's TVs. This all stayed pretty much the same. And then if you walked in here, they used to have a buffet where they had all kinds of food set up here. A lot of it was breakfast. And then you could go up and get pancakes or whatever you wanted. Yep. All still the same. It's all still here. Yep. They're not serving food anymore tonight, but yep, we used to come up here and grab food, and then we'd go back and sit down, usually in these booths back here. Or when we had a big group, we'd sit at these tables. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I think that's pretty much it. I think we covered the whole building. So a lot of fun. We're going to try to get you guys here this summer. We've got a lot of fun places. This is just one of them, but I was glad I got to show it to you, okay? I love you guys, and we'll see you in a week, okay? Bye. I'm just going to do a little bit more. I'm going to walk back out that original entrance that we used to come in, which is all the same yet. So, yep. When we used to go outside, it was open sesame. Open sesame. Still works. Yippee. And then when you go out, and if you look over there on the right, I'll zoom in. You can see big waterfall. You can see the water park back there. And you can see 3 waterfalls, which is straight ahead of us right there. Yep. A lot of it's still the same. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Love you. See you soon. Bye.